Hey, gang. You know, uh, wow. Just wow. You can probably tell by the title of this video why I'm saying wow. The new Fantastic Four movie. Good Lord. What happened? I don't know. You know, when they said about a year or so ago they were going to reboot the Fantastic Four movie, I was 50-50 on it, you know? I was thinking, well, maybe if they don't try to put all their star power in a couple of people that everybody knows, maybe if they try to make the Human Torch not so much of an arrogant jerk, maybe if they really try to make this a good superhero movie that's more based on the comic books and not try to make it some usual idiotic superhero movie that like they have done before in the past, and they've messed things up and they don't get anything right and all that. Maybe this will be something good. And then the trailer came out a few months ago. I saw the trailer, and my thoughts on the new Fantastic Four movie went from maybe it'll be good, maybe it might be bad, to oh good lord, it's CGI overload. Doctor Doom did not even look that good in this movie. Everything looked like it was just overly expensive, idiotic crap. This movie, from the trailer itself, looked really bad. But of course, Hollywood had their thoughts and beliefs that oh, it's going to be huge. It's going to have a huge opening weekend. The movie finally came out in the theaters. They were estimating, Hollywood, everybody who was part of that stupid project, we're probably going to open up $45-50 million. It opened up somewhere between $10-12 million in its opening weekend. Yeah. That's gotta hurt. Somewhere in Hollywood has to look at this movie and just go, maybe rebooting a superhero franchise or rebooting movies just really isn't that good of an idea. Remember when they tried to reboot the Nightmare on Elm Street movie and everybody hated it? I'll admit, when they wanted to reboot the Batman series, I saw Batman Begins. I didn't like it. And then they give us The Dark Knight. Of course, they give Heath Ledger the Academy Award. Yeah, like we didn't see that coming. And then they have The Dark Knight Rises, which everybody pretty much hated. Everybody thought it sucked because everybody's like, you don't really see Batman all that much in the movie. It's pretty much just the villains. And of course, rumors were going around that Christian Bale was not too happy about having to, having a sidekick, possibly taking the spotlight and the story away from Batman. It's like you don't even really see Batman much in the movie anyway. No, pardon me. So what we have here is Hollywood ego basically trying to think, okay, we gave them in the early 2000s a Fantastic Four movie, which some people liked, some people hated. We gave them a sequel, which was the same thing. Some people liked, some people hated it. So instead of giving us a third Fantastic Four movie, which could have been a whole new cast facing off against who knows, Gigantor, whatever that big Eater of Worlds thing is supposed to be. I can't remember his name. Hopefully you guys do, because I always call him Colossus, but I'm not sure, because I think Colossus was that silver dude who was on the X-Men, so I'm probably wrong, but But either way, if you know who I'm talking about, he was parodied on an episode of The Tick. I thought that was pretty funny. But if you know who I'm talking about, if you could put a comment below, I'd really appreciate it. But no, but I mean, again, this is just basically Hollywood saying we're going to reboot this movie and we're going to do really, really good with it, and it's bombed horribly. Granted, it has not bombed as bad as Pluto Nash did, but it has bombed pretty badly. It was on a $120 million budget, and when you rake in sales and everything they've done for the movie, it pretty much cost $200 million total for everything to be put together for this movie, and so far it's just barely made a little bit over half of what it cost to put everything together for this movie. It has received negative reviews, bad grades, a whole 9 yards. I've heard people's reviews on this. Nobody so far has had a good thing to say about the movie. I've known a few people to go see it, and they even said it was terrible. It was just god-awful. So, honestly, the only Fantastic Four movie I've watched and enjoyed was one from the 90s that Roger Corman had something to do with. It doesn't rely on CGI special effects. You see the Fantastic Four as you know them, just, good people go to space, weird stuff happens to them. Next thing you know, they're back on Earth and they're experiencing their powers and using it for good. But when they come out with this one with Jessica Alba and Michael Chiklis, I think that's his name. When I saw the trailer for it and I saw how they were doing the Human Torch, I said, "Oh my God, this movie's going to suck." And then the sequel comes out and it says Silver Surfer is going to be in this one. I saw special effects. I thought it looked pretty cool, but a lot of people just hated it. Now, I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing the first one and the second one, but honestly, everything I've seen of it, they don't look all that really appealing to watch. So, in a lot of ways, it just seems like that Hollywood cannot seem to do superhero movies right. Except the Superman movies, but even the last few they've put out weren't really all that good. I mean, even the Spider-Man movies, I'm not a big fan of those either. I thought they sucked too. I mean, when they announced that Venom was going to be in Spider-Man 3, I was excited. And then I saw Spider-Man 3 and I went, this sucks just like the first two. And they come out with The Amazing Spider-Man. And they say, Electro's going to be one of the villains in one of the movies. And I'm thinking, cool deal. And they said, Jamie Foxx is going to play Electro. And I went, Electro was always white. And I saw what Electro looked like in the new Spider-Man movie. And I said, it's Darth Maul, only blue. And I think, honestly, the only reason why they put Jamie Foxx in there is because they thought, hey, star power, Oscar-winning actor, why not? So then they give us this new Fantastic Four movie thinking, we're going to make some big bucks on this bad boy because it's going to be a reboot and everybody's going to go see it. Nobody's even going to remember the ones from the early 2000s. I think in all honesty, people probably prefer those more than they do this one. So basically, again, it's Hollywood thinking they know better, and they think we're just going to keep doing reboot after reboot after reboot after reboot, and it's going to keep making money. Eventually, it's not going to. Eventually, the reboots of horror movies, adventures, comedies, everything, it's going to stop making them money, and hopefully one day they'll get the idea that reboots don't always mean money. But we'll see. We'll see in time. So, if you guys have seen the new Fantastic Four movie, and if you'd like to let me know your thoughts in the comments below, please do. And if you like, let me know which one you prefer. Have you seen the Roger Corman version? Did you like it? Did you like the two that came out several years ago? Do you even like this new one? Love to hear your guys' comments. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and for those of you who've seen the new Fantastic Four movie, well, hope you didn't lose a whole lot of money, because honestly, this movie's losing more money than you probably spent on on going to see it, paying for a ticket, gas money, drinks, popcorn, candy, the whole 9 yards. All right. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. And as always, stay strong and rock on.